By a show of hands, how many of you have heard the company Riot Games before? How many of you have heard the game League of Legends before? This doesn't surprise me, even though League of Legends is one of the most popular online PC games in the world with a professional scene that is still growing today. Hello, my name is Mark Giglio, and today I'm going to teach you all about the game League of Legends. I've been playing this game for almost 4 years now, and I put over 1.5 thousand hours into it, and I don't plan on stopping. To discuss League of Legends truly, I'm going to talk about 3 topics: Riot Games and its history, League of Legends as a game itself, and the League of Legends World Championship held yearly. To start, I'm going to talk about Riot Games and its history. It started with 2 old friends named Mark Merrill and Brandon Beck, as you can see in figure 2, who were competitive gamers. They always butted heads, but they all loved just to play games together. They ended up going to the same college at the University of Southern California, where they didn't let their gaming stop them there. They sometimes got the jocks to consider playing Dungeons and Dragons. After college, they didn't have the same job, but they got an apartment together, set up monitors to allow them to continue playing games together. One night, they thought, what if we created a new game that would allow us to smooth out the edges of other games and continue to release new features for our players? So after plenty of hours, money, and failures, League of Legends was finally created on October 27th, 2009. And in the article, Company of the Year, Riot Games by Blakely and Helm in 2016 from Inc., they said after its first year, they already accumulated up to $17.25 million. And after its second year, it increased all the way up to $83.5 million. All this income comes from people buying skins, which are just costumes for your characters known as champions. In the same article mentioned earlier by Blakely and Helm, they said this year those virtual goods will yield nearly $1.6 billion in sales for Riot. This just shows how a company that has only released one game in the past 9-10 years can compete with other gaming companies such as Valve and Blizzard. For my next topic, I'm going to start with a quote from League of Legends, the article League of Legends Esports on Grindel College's website. The game is free to play and easy to learn the basics. Additionally, League of Legends online community is one of the largest internet communities in the world. To prove how easy this game is to play, I'm going to teach you all right now. First, just put your 4 fingers on Q, W, E, and R, and that's what controls your abilities. Your thumb usually rests on about D or an F, and that controls what are known as summoner spells. To move your character, use your other hand and right-click wherever you want to go. Pretty simple. In figure 3, you can see the map you play on, which is known as Summoner's Rift. It consists of a top lane, a mid lane, a bot lane, and in between those lanes is a jungle. One player plays in the top lane, one player plays in the mid lane, one plays in the bot, or 2 play in the bot, my bad, and the last player roams in the jungle. The objective of this game is to kill minions, monsters, dragons, buffs, towers, and even other players to hopefully destroy the main objective, the Nexus, which is just a giant crystal at the back of your enemy's base. My last topic is the World Championship of League of Legends, but in the online world, it's just known as Worlds. 5 main regions compete in this tournament, and these regions are the North American League Championship Series, NALCS, the European League Championship Series, EULCS. Korea holds their League of Legends Championship Korea, the LCK. China has the League of Legends Pro League, the LPL, and smaller regions such as Taiwan, Macau, and Hong Kong all share the League Master Series, LMS. Of course, other smaller regions that compete as Oceania, and as you see in the figure 4, IWC, but these are the top 5. Worlds started in 2011, but it was only between North America and Europe. And Riot Games quoted Xpecial, a professional League of Legends player, on the section History of Worlds on lolesports.com. It was the most intimate fan interaction we have ever had. The fans were right behind us. They could mess with our chairs while we play, even touch our hair. Which is crazy to see how 1 year later they introduced the LCK, the LPL, and the LMS, and the 70-pound trophy known as the Summoner Cup, as you can see in figure 5. So, in conclusion, I discussed how 2 old friends, Brandon Beck and Mark Merrill, created one of the most popular online PC games in the world, and how the game is so easy to play, it's like pressing Q, W, E, and R. Also, how the World Championship started with 2 regions and grew to 5 in just 1 year. So I want to leave you with this. If you ever see someone playing League of Legends, don't think it's just a game. Just remember, it can be their life. Thank you. Any questions? Yes.
Why do you think League of Legends is so popular in the Far East?
From just what I've heard, they've always, in Korea and all those areas, they've always been interested in games, just StarCraft and just other esports that have been created. So when this came out, it's tagged alongside those games and allowed other players to like compete and that like something they're better at, and just kind of stuck from there. Yes.
Why should I choose this over another game?
Well, this game, as I said, is the most popular online PC game in the world, and even me personally, just like being at college, I like mention it or I wear a shirt, and like tons of people like realize it more than I know. So it's just so well known, and I feel like other games, there's still a future to hold with it. Like other games just shut down.